Check this out. Yes, that is the moon. It is 5:40 in the morning. We have been out of the hotel since 4 a.m. We are at beautiful Astola Island. We're going to spend the morning swimming with turtles, exploring the coral reefs. I am going to fly the drone and show you all around this beautiful marine protected zone here in Pakistan. Now 5:55. I cannot believe how bright it is. It is still a ways off from the sun actually rising, but I think it is time we fly the drone for the first time. Okay guys, it is now 6:40. The time lapse is still going, but you can see the sun has come up over Astola Island. One of the local fishermen gave me a cup of chai, which I love. It's sweet and delicious and creamy and yummy and perfect. I did not expect to be getting chai served in crockery here on the beach. Now we have a bit of a wait after this, and then Athar and I are going to, well, he is a marine specialist here in Gwadar, and I am very fortunate to have him with me. Big thank you for making the trek out so early this morning. We are going to go specifically to the coral reefs that have the most abundance of sea life. So I will try and show you as much as possible as the day goes on. I am so happy to be here, so happy to share this special island with you. And fingers crossed we see turtles and big colorful rainbow fish and all of that today, and it inspires you to want to not only visit Balochistan, but come to the only marine protected zone in all of Pakistan. Close to the time when we can finally leave and go for a dive. We're not diving, we brought snorkel gear, but I want to tell you a little bit about the island and also what is really putting this marine protected zone in danger. So if you look even not far from where I'm standing, there are fishing nets. There are plastics in the water. There's so much that can endanger the fragile ecosystem that exists around Astola Island. And for me, for Rahim, who is the marine specialist who's with me today, it's so important that an education program gets started. And I think for me personally, what I believe is that when the education programs start at school, the kids then educate the parents, and things progress that way, or at least the generations that we hope will start embodying everything that you want them to be, as far as being like eco-tour or like conservationists and caring for the environment, the sea life, all of that. It starts with the kids. So it would be wonderful if we could get the government to start some programs like that, because the coral reefs often catch these nets that I've shown you, like this one. And Rahim was telling me that that is the biggest danger to the reefs right now. It's not any substances leaking into the water, it's the nets. There's also, well, okay, you can see back here as well, there's like quite a lot of netting, and that just gets blown in. So there's a lot that needs to happen. But this is a very special place and has so much potential as a tourism destination for day trips. Personally, I don't think it should be used as a tourist destination for camping, because it's just too fragile, and that's just my personal opinion. But for day trips, this is wonderful. You can come out, spend time with the sea, be at one with nature, swim with turtles and fish, and have so much fun. Some fun facts about the island. There are 61 documented bird species that migrate through here, but Rahim thinks that the number is closer to about 100 bird species, which is amazing. There's a variety of turtles as well, and the turtles, this was a huge there were a lot of turtles that used to live here, and the fishermen started bringing cats onto the island, feral cats, and the cats were then eating the turtle hatchlings and put them in danger. So they had to cull the cats that they could find. They weren't able to capture them all, because today I've seen like quite a lot of tracks, flies, quite a lot of tracks for cats. But the turtle species that they have here are amazing. There are also, I mean, as you can see, there's fishermen here, so there are there's a wonderful abundance of fish. And all the videos that I've seen have these amazing rainbow fish and multicolored fish, and it just looks like, well, I'm hoping that we see them all today. I really should be shooting this after I get out of the water, but I was afraid of what I'd look like after, so I just wanted to put most of this in now. Now, as far as how to get here and how to make this like the most special day, I would suggest requesting to stay at a hotel in Pasni. I don't remember the name of where we stayed last night, but I was really pleasantly surprised. It was as nice as some of the DC circuit houses, like some of the accommodations I've stayed in other states, and very, very clean. And that saved me a good couple of hours of sleep this morning, because I only had to wake up at 3:50 to get out the door by 4 a.m., you know, brush my teeth and put on clothes, and because I had showered the night before. So I would stay in Pasni. You need to rent a boat, and the boat that we have is just here. That has an 85cc motor in it, and basically what that means is when it's quite placid seas, when there aren't a lot of waves, you can make it in about 45 minutes. It took us just over an hour today, because by the time we got from about 4:10, 4:15 is when we took off, until about 5:15, it was quite fast. Well, until about 5, it was quite speedy going, and then it got quite choppy. The last time I was here, which is a long story, I'm not going to go into it, the boat had like a 25 or a 40cc motor. It was very small. It took us almost 2 hours. It was hell. So get a fast boat. Come, bring your own food, bring your own drinks. please take every single piece of rubbish with you when you go, and be responsible for maintaining the beauty of Astola, because it all starts with us. Every single person has a responsibility to protect what should be protected, and that is this marine protected zone here in Pakistan. So it's very fun. I definitely recommend this. I'm pretty sure that once I get out of the water, I'm going to be singing like an amazingly different tune. There are like snakes that are endemic to the island that are on land only. They also have aquatic snakes here. I'm hoping that we see a baby shark. Okay guys, we have everything. I am still wearing, I specifically wore this dress because it's snug and it won't move, and then I can tuck it into, woo, yeah, my sexy leggings. Because I was not buying a burkini, but that's like kind of sort of what you're supposed to wear in Pakistan. I was not having any of that. So we are off. I've got the gear that the Islamabad Dive Center loaned to me. Thank you guys. They have completely kitted me out. They came to my hotel and made sure the mask fit, made sure the fins fit. Thank you guys so much for that. That was really so nice. And then Rahim has like these amazing flippers that are like, look at those, they're massive. They're so big. So, which he had to borrow from a Levy's friend of his because his wife hid his flippers and gear, and all he could find was his mask. I guess because he doesn't use them very often. So they're tucked away someplace like safe, but yeah, inaccessible. So we are about to head off. We have to get the boat. Well, I'm not going to be helping with that, but they're going to get the boat back in the water, and we are out of here. trying not to get too much tan lines. I put on a ton of sunscreen, but I feel like that doesn't matter anymore. So we've just come out of the water, and well, we beached up now on the second beach. Unfortunately, last week the tides did change and the weather changed, and the water is so murky that we could feel the reefs, but we couldn't actually see anything, and we just feared damaging anything there. So we swam for quite a while. We tried to find some patch of visibility, but it just wasn't possible. So I'm like super red in the weirdest swimming costume ever. But unfortunately, part of what I wanted to show you today I won't be able to. But I will come back at the start of next season again, because I love Balochistan. It's a great excuse to come back. But this is a wonderful day out. This absolutely is. So we're gonna go fly the drone again, have some fun with that. I am going to sit and have some juice. There are some large fish out here. We've seen them pop up, so I'll do my best to try and capture something with the GoPro for this beach. But honestly, my expectations are quite low. So anyway, let's keep going. Have a lovely day here at Astola Island. Okay guys, now a couple more things you need to know about Astola. First, this is the main beach that you will land on, which is this long, beautiful beach. It's a perfect place to come spend the day. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the rock formations that you have around you are just, the whole island feels like this. So it's not just this beach specifically, but there really are only the two. One is the Fisherman's Beach, where I knew I wanted to shoot the sunrise time lapse. So that's how we ended up there. And then you have this beach. Now I'm gonna fly the drone again so that we can see how beautiful all of this is with blue sky and turquoise waters, because it was just after sunrise this morning when we flew it last time. But hey guys, there's one other thing I wanted to share as well. I've met with several team members of the PTDC, which is the Pakistan Tourism Board here. I've met with them across the different states in Pakistan. I've also met with the home office in Islamabad. So the idea, once the pandemic is behind us, is to launch a campaign that showcases the diversity and the beauty of Pakistan. Okay, I know that Balochistan is not viewed as a tourist destination, but it's my hope that with places like Astola Island, that the tourism board will promote that to the outside world, and that little by little Balochistan will start to be viewed differently, because places like this are magical. So it's my hope that the PTDC will promote places like Astola Island, because at the moment what gets promoted is the north and the three major cities of Pakistan, generally speaking. So yeah, let's fingers crossed when that campaign goes live, when the world starts going back to normal, that Astola Island and places like Gwadar and other beautiful places in Balochistan will be included in that. The drive, okay, I thought you'd want to know about the drive from Gwadar. Depending on the vehicle, it takes somewhere between an hour and 10 minutes and an hour and 45 minutes. So just bear that in mind, which is why I suggest you to stay in Pasni, because I quite literally woke up at 3:51, brushed my teeth, put on clothes, and walked out. I have been here before. There were some hiccups on that trip, which is why I didn't launch it then. But I had to wake up at 2, like get ready, get out, and it was not fun. So I highly recommend staying in Pasni at this great little hotel that I was at. All right, now I have YouTuber friends who've come and worn normal, like European, Western American swimming costumes. So you can more or less, I think, wear what you want here. It's a little less rigid than if you're in Karachi, for example. So I would kind of take this as like a 5-star hotel swimming pool, where it's the one place you can kind of get away with wearing a bikini or a one-piece, but you might also right next to you see someone in a bikini. So keep that in mind. You can kind of wear whatever you want here, I think. I've been like trying not to get too much of a strappy mark, so I've taken this down. The guys don't seem to care, so that's all good. Now, and unless you go with a tour company, you want to set this up in advance. So I will try and get, because I do this through the DC's office, because I get in touch every time I go to a different district with the head of, like, basically the mayor or governor of those regions, and I say, hey, I'm coming, these are the videos I want to shoot, this is the logistics support that I need, can you help? And generally they are very, very willing to help me. But I do have friends who've come with tour companies, so you could Google and see who's coming to Astola and try and do that. I know my friends had a great experience, so yeah, there's lots of different ways to enjoy this. Personally, I would do the picnic swimming route. This is perfect for families, it's perfect for couples. I find it perfect as a solo traveler. Last time I was here, I went swimming and sat on the beach on my own. Today I have Rahim with me, so I did go swimming for a long time as we tried to find some coral reefs to share with you, but the season changed last week and I missed that window to be able to show you all of the marine life. It's just too murky down below and I can't get anything on film, unfortunately. So now I'm going to keep showing you everything that I see as we're going back, because in the morning I have never seen anything because it's dark, but the boats and the beautiful scenery that we'll capture on our way back to Pasni, I remember just being captivated by that.